Yeah, I want to make sure not to bump that. Yeah, that's going to make noise. So I'm not going to touch the table. And hopefully that won't pick up on the microphone. And I'm going to burp. And this is the worst part because everything was fine until I started videotaping. Alright. I think we got it. Alright. Where was I going? I can't remember. This happens every single time I record something. Alright. So I got 3 cameras running right now. I finally have a good quality camera that is actually my camera. This camera here is technically borrowed. And I want to try to use that as little as possible. The center camera is my old camcorder, which served its purpose well, but I think it's time to upgrade. New camera is my new Google Pixel phone. Actually, I got the case right here. I love it. I love it. The only problem that I have with this phone is the low light's not the best, but I took a little bit of video yesterday, and you can see the camera that I'm borrowing doesn't even pop up when you're taking video of some things. So it might be grainy, but at least it shows up. The center camera, it's an old camcorder style camera. It doesn't really have any sort of night vision mode, so it's about the same as the borrowed camera. So hopefully this will get me to make more videos. I'm going to be putting out a lot of content that I've filmed bits and pieces of again and kind of reuse the clips, because I film a lot, but I never use the stuff. I mean, I waste a lot. So it's just sitting on my hard drive not doing anything. So I might as well put that on. But, hey, I've got sort of the lighting that I want to get set up. It's not insanely bright. Eventually I want to get better lighting because, I mean, it's not overwhelming to look at as what some of the previous setups I had. But it's the best lighting you can get for $20 or $30 at Walmart. So that's that. The camera on the Google Pixel is completely amazing. It's the only camera that I've seen that has the HDR feature in a video format, which I can't remember if I have it on right now or not. I know I took off the stabilization. Now, the resolution that I'm shooting at it right now, I'm basically giving the benefit of the doubt to all the cameras, because the Google Pixel definitely has the best camera. Shoots 4K. I can't remember what the top frame rate is, but the I all have them right now set at 1080p, 30 frames a second. So Google Pixel can shoot 720. Actually, no. I want to say it can shoot 720 at 240 frames per second, but I might be wrong. It might only be 120. But I know that's nowhere near the last phones. So basically, just to point out which cameras I actually have. This is the Note 4. This is the Sony Handycam. I think it was like 5.3 megapixels. And this is my 12 point whatever megapixel Google Pixel. The first Google Pixel, which it's the XL version. So I like the larger phone. So that's really all I have to say about this on this video. So far, I'm loving the Google Pixel. And maybe at the end of this video, I'll show a couple things that I've done about videos and whatnot. So we'll see. Well, that was awkward. Alright. So I'm still trying to figure out some things with this camera. And, for some reason, this microphone keeps desyncing and not quite popping, but kind of skipping. So I don't know if it's the open camera software or the microphone's just too intense. I'm going to have to let this video play for a minute before I can judge. Alright. See if this is working. So I guess it just goes to show that I have to invest in another microphone. The Blue Yeti works perfectly fine. The Snowball mic... Oh. Calm down. The Snowball mic, for some reason, the audio just stops in sections and doesn't catch itself back up, and it's not really noticeable, but it's like it skips things. Too much lunch. But not enough. So I miss out audio packets or whatever. It's like the sample rate's incompatible with Open Camera. Right now I'm using a Amigo 2 Turtle Beach adapter for just a standard 3.5mm microphone, because for some reason, I don't know if it's the life proof, but I really don't want to take off the case and sacrifice the durability for the phone for a second test. I don't know if it's this or I need an adapter for this, which makes the microphone work, but I'm having trouble getting the 3.5mm microphone to work right. So if I can just use this USB adapter for the Turtle Beach to get me a 3.5mm microphone, headphone jack, whatever you want to call the thing, to work right, I think I'll just use it this way. So that was aggravating. But at least I know it's not the actual phone having the problem. It's the software. I don't know what I want to say in here. Basically just say what I've learned today. So, the nice thing, now that I've got it working, is I'll be able to record videos, whether it be in this setting or a different type of setting, and record the audio onto a mic directly to the phone, to the camera, so that I don't have to sync it up post-processing. And as it turns out, some microphones don't work, obviously. So I just have I'm just going to get a lapel mic for now, see if that works. I don't want to use, as nice it is, the blue Yeti is not mine. Maybe I'll get one eventually, but that's $100. I don't feel like spending $100 on a microphone right now. I already spent $50 on the Snowball, and obviously it doesn't work for this purpose. So one other thing I bought when I bought the phone was I wanted to see if I could get a little bit better lens option for the phone, so I could do different things with the videos. I bought a macro and a fisheye lens. It's nice. It's got this little clip. It originally had a little clip that just clipped it against the phone, but you could see the ring around it, and it didn't look that nice. So I grinded away what was attached to the clip, and I 3D printed like a little mold here, just to try to make it look a little bit better. Well, it doesn't really look a whole lot better, but it fits directly on the phone, and I'll show you what that actually looks like here. So without actually moving the camera or changing the zoom, you can now see all the trash on my desk. So that shows you how much of a difference that lens makes. So I have another clip here that shows the macro lens, and you can see the difference that the macro lens actually makes. So I'm just going to use my keyboard as an example, even though it's really cruddy. So as far as this camera goes, the closest I can get in and get a clear picture is probably right about there. So we're going to snap on the macro lens real quick. Alright, we can zoom in. And now to about here, we can get a little bit closer and have a sharp picture. So that's not too bad. I mean, it'll come in handy if I ever need to look at something like a circuit board that has real small lettering on it. So I can see some uses on that. But I think that's just about all that I wanted to do in this video. I can't think of anything else that I needed to say. So here's an compilation while I was trying to make this video. I gotta stop saying so much. It's bad habit. Dumb. Oh, ah.